What's going on, you guys? Guardian 916 here.
Wednesday.
Well, we finally completed Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
It's Corona Veronica.
Code Veronica, yes. Well, it didn't take us long to beat it, obviously, because we knew what we were doing. But we can tell you why. Jay, what do you got to say about this?
The guide.
Well, yes, we used the guide. But what do you have to say about the game?
10 out of 10.
Well, you said it's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why this is so underrated, this game, but honestly, it does fit along with Resident Evil 3, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It has a lot to do with it. Now, the big question is this: will there be a remake for this? There has to be. Because if it doesn't have a remake in there, this is a part of the original series. Like, it's an in-betweener, and this thing was like very different. And Resident Evil fans like myself, including Wednesday, want to see a remake. We want to see this happen.
Wow.
And that is overdue for a remake. Is Code Veronica? Just think of the possibilities that could possibly happen, and all that. I give this game a 10. That's my honest opinion. You, Jay, a 10?
A 10. Wow.
Honestly, there was nothing bad about it. I know people say all the item box and shit, but come on. It's just one little thing. The thing is this was a 2-disc thing that came to the Dreamcast, and then they re-released it a year later. They added more to it, and not to mention, it came with a bonus disc called Wesker's Report. So you learned how Wesker survived the mansion because he injected the virus, and that's how he's not human anymore.
Well, you can tell with his eyes.
Well, yeah. And it just shows you how Wesker became not human. Like, but it also showed a little bit of the path of how Umbrella was with the teamwork with the Ashford family and the Spencers, with Oswald E. Spencer, until Spencer took full control, and that was the downfall of Alex Ashford that led to Alexia and Alfred being the twins that made cryogenically in Alex's favor, and that's why they resented him for it. But I give it a 10 because it was really great. This is one of the most best but underrated, and I don't want to consider this an underrated, but it's the not most liked in the series, but this is probably the top in the series.
The top.
And I'm very glad to have reviewed it, and I hope to God, Capcom, if you do watch this, please start working on the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, because we need it. I know we got Resident Evil 9, but please, I know they're trying to redo. I know next year they're coming out with Resident Evil 9. That's a fact. We all know Leon's going to be the protagonist. We also know that Resident Evil 1 is going to get another remake.
There's no need to now.
But they're going to. They have to keep up with it. So, it all makes sense is to remake Code Veronica after Resident Evil 1.
Yeah, but
please.
They gotta.
They have to.
It's
a must. Now,
it's a must.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I moved the camera out of alignment thanks to that.
It's your fault.
I know it's my fault. Hold on. So moving on. This was Wednesday's idea. It's another 2-player, and this one's going to be pretty long. It could go long, it could not. But we're going to give this, and I think this is going to be good. Because this is something we haven't done from a series that we both love in a long time. And it's also meant for kids and anybody of any ages. But we like these. So here it is. Hold on. Here it is. We're going to start with the Lego Star Wars series, the Skywalker Saga. So, we haven't done a Star Wars, and Wednesday is a big fan of Lego Star Wars, and I like Lego Star Wars, so you know what? It's a win-win. We're going to do this next week, starting with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Wow.
But yeah, on our new time, but remember guys, as we said before, we have a new time. Friday nights at 7 p.m. So, without further ado, I am Guardian 916.
Wednesday!
Saying, may the Force be with you. Endgame on.